I'm going to be, I say I stop at 55, the speed limit. I tell her, I'm 55. They go, and I go, I stopped at 55, speed limit. No, I'm 50. I'll be 59, the 30th.
Oh, wow. Hey, ladies, welcome back to my Fierce Aging series. So this is an exciting series because I get to show you women from all over the world. Today we are featuring Rebecca. She's in her late 50s. She's from the Dominican Republic, and I'm really excited about creating a fresh, natural look. This is about feeling alive, feeling confident, ladies. This isn't about covering up the skin. How much makeup can I pile on? I don't do YouTube makeup, as you know. Just like my hair today is curly. I had a photo shoot yesterday. You can see the results on my Instagram for the brand I was working with for this look, and it's about stepping outside your comfort zone. I have never had curly hair, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this, and with gray hair, but it is alive, it is electric, and that's how I want you to feel. I want you to feel inspired. I want you to not put yourself in a box. I have let my hair just go free right now, and it's different. And I want you to be able to wear that mascara, wear that bold lip, wear that natural lip. Do what you want to do with your age, with your beauty. And are you ready, ladies? Let's get this beauty started. So I'm going to start off, ladies, with my Reveal pads. These are exfoliating pads. You see them a lot in my Fierce Aging because I like how they are gentle on the skin. They nicely exfoliate, they brighten the skin. Over time, you'll see the texture of your skin really changing and getting your skin nice and bright. So it's just a very easy, even on sensitive skin, but it's really important to exfoliate the skin. And I like this because it's not a granular exfoliation, so you're not going to be doing too much on the face. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Ever Hydrolive Rich Cream. I really like this cream. It comes in oil-free also, but I think that this is a really nice daytime treatment or even evening treatment, depending on your skin. That is going to really hydrate the skin. It really is not heavy, it doesn't feel greasy on the skin. It's really a beautiful, I love using this. I will slather my skin with it. Lots of hydrating properties. It has their proprietary anti-aging ingredients in it that's going to really just help plump the skin. It's going to revive the skin, and it'll feel like a really nice cooling sensation on the skin.
It's really nice.
Next, I'm going to take a little Elemis Pro Collagen. This is the Revive Eye Mask. Now, I'm just going to use a little bit. This is a mask that you can put on in the morning or at night. I'm going to just put a little bit on, even though it's a mask. It's a nice kind of hydrogel. It's going to be really pretty. I just really want to get this eye area nice and primed and ready to go with putting on, whether we're putting on the concealer, the eye brightener. I just really want this. It's very, very important to prep the eye area prior to your makeup. Something that I like to do, I usually do it at the end of my makeup tutorials, but I'm going to just kind of set the mood for Rebecca with the Caudalie. This is the Beauty Elixir. It's one of my favorite hydrations. It has a little aromatherapy. Keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
It's so nice.
Nice.
We're going to go in with the B5 exfoliating eyelid pads. This is a really great treatment. Not a lot of people are exfoliating their eyelids, and if you have oily eyelids, dull skin, think about it. We exfoliate the skin. That's a really big, important part for us, but we kind of neglect the skin on our eyelids, and you can start seeing it turning colors and being dull and just being very oily too. So this is going to really combat that. So it's nice. It has a little waffled pad here, and then I'm just going to wrap it around my finger, and we're going to just go over the eye. And it's going to nicely, you can do this every other day, every third day, once a week, just depends on your skin and what you're really treating. We're gonna go in with our Essential Makeup Brush Kit. This is what I'm gonna be using for Rebecca's makeup tutorial. You saw me use the foundation brush. I like to use this when I'm working with clients just to put the moisturizer in, but it's a great foundation brush. 100% vegan. I designed these for you to be short-handled, easy. You can travel with them, throw them around. You don't have to worry about them getting messed up. So I'm gonna just take our concealer brush and I'm gonna go in with our eye and lip primer. This is my first step with any makeup application. I like to prime the lid first. So I really am neutralizing out any redness, any discoloration. The eyeshadow is going to last all day. It's going to be a true color because I am now treating the eyelid first, base of the lashes, all the way up to the brow bone. It's a very thin application. This is not something that you want to put on thick. This is really nice just to neutralize out, as you can see. And then you are gonna have beautiful primed lids ready to do your makeup. I picked out the Fresh Beauty eyeshadow palette. It's a beautiful sheen for Rebecca. This is gonna be just light and beautiful. Summer's coming up and I wanted to do a really fresh look for her. So I'm going to be just taking the eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into the middle color here and I'm going to pick it up with a flat brush like this. I like to show you this because in a lot of my makeup classes, I see a lot of women trying to pick up the product when they just tap into it like this. And they feel that they get it on the tip and they go to apply it and it doesn't apply properly, nice and smooth, and really being able to get the look that you want. So I like to load up the brush on one side. So I see I have enough on the brush here. So I'm gonna be able to just really get a nice, beautiful sweeping. So I'm gonna just start in the middle and I'm going to go over the eye. You know, I like to start in the middle and then sweep it across so I don't apply too much. And it just looks like a nice wash of color. I'm going to just take our contour brush here. It's almost angled like a little pencil. It's a tapered blending brush. I'm gonna go in just with a little bit of the darker color here at the end, and I'm going to just give a little contour. This is just going to structure out the eye. Again, this is a wash of color. I want it to look really pretty. Rebecca's wearing a coral top, so this is all gonna really nicely look fresh. I'm not trying to match anything here. I want it to just be really pretty. So I'm going to a little bit of an angle here. You know, it's interesting because I just want to create a little dimension, and it's such a nice, beautiful kind of wash of color. I'm not going in with a really opaque, dark color. This just really nicely blends in with the eye, which I like because, again, I'm just trying to do a nice, fresh look, giving a little bit of dimension on the end here, but not trying to go too heavy. It's just a very easy look, simple. Just looks really, really pretty. So I'm not worried about any fallout because I don't have anything on the skin. I've only prepped the skin, so I can easily go back with my Almay pads. As you've seen, that this is really a staple on my makeup table because all I have to do is take the oil-free pad and then I just go and I sweep up right like this and I take off all of that extra fallout. So I'm not ruining concealer or any kind of foundation or BB cream underneath the eye. So it's very easy, it's stress-free, you don't have to worry. You can go and blend as much as you want to, which I encourage you to do, and can easily clean up. If you feel like you need to add a little bit more moisture underneath the eye after you do this, you can do that also. Now I'm going to just take the lightest color and I'm going to take the other side of my eyeshadow brush and I'm going to just give a little highlight underneath the brow bone. So ladies, also, if you feel like you get a little too much of the eyeshadow, don't be afraid to go back in with your fingers and just work out any of the areas you want to blend a little bit more. Sometimes with the heat of your finger, it works well compared to a brush to really kind of get a nice, beautiful, smooth application. I'm going to go in with our waterproof dark chocolate eyeliner pencil. I love dark chocolate because I feel like it is really a beautiful defining eyeliner, but it's not harsh like black. So I like using the dark brown. I just think that, and Rebecca is interesting because she has very thick eyelashes that are almost giving her a liner on the bottom and on the top. But I'm going to show you my technique that I like to do for more mature women because I think it really gives you that lid space, but it also defines beautifully the eye. So we're gonna go, just look down. we're gonna go right to the base of her lash line and we're gonna build that up. So traditionally, you might go above and you might do a bigger line, which is fine. If you like a thick line, that's really up to you and your eye shape. But personally, for me, and when I'm doing makeup for my guests, I like to really give them a very beautifully defined eyeliner and not really giving them a harsh, heavy look. I don't want to age the eye. And what's really important too is that you have a creamy eye pencil like this. It just glides across the eye. It doesn't skip. It doesn't feel like it's hurting that delicate eye, the eyelid area. So that's what I really like. You want something nice and creamy. And you can see I don't work in very big sections. I work in like little small sections so I can make sure I'm getting right to the lash line. And then I can build up from there if I want to. But I'm just slowly building this up and it's gonna look really beautiful and it's not gonna look heavy. I'm gonna take a little bit of the dark chocolate and go underneath the eye line for the bottom just to kind of give it some balance and dimension. Again, I mentioned that she has these beautiful lashes that are giving her some defining darkness, but I'm just gonna fill them in a little bit. Again, ladies, don't feel that you don't make the perfect lines. I just take my short smudge brush that I like to call my eraser brush, and I just softly just smooth out the lines. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I have shaky hands or I'm not applying the line perfectly. It doesn't matter. I don't want you to have that stopping you from applying eyeliner. You can just take a brush and you can see how this is all spotty and maybe a little bit lower than I would want it to be. I just nicely sweep it across and it just smooths it out and makes it look like perfect application. I'm going to take a little curling and volumizing mascara. And this has a really beautiful wand because it has teeth on both sides, so I can really load up. I like to call it like front loading at the base and then pulling it through to the top. I am going to put on the Ardell 420s, of course, because it's Fierce Aging and it just looks so beautiful. But this is a black mascara and I'm going to just go to the base and I'm going to pull up. I did have Rebecca do a little curling of her lashes just to get them up. She has beautifully dense lashes here, but I want to give her an extra fringe with the Naked Lashes from Ardell. So again, go wiggle to the base and pull up. So you really want to, it's almost like you're adding an extra layer for that eyeliner. When you go to the base, you get all of that depositing of this beautiful creamy mascara and then pull to the top. While the mascara dries, we're going to go right into the brows, and I have my skinny brow pencil here. I just recently did a video on how to fill in sparse brows, where to map them out, and Rebecca has beautiful brows. She has a beautiful color too. That's why I picked medium brown, not taupe. I really wanted to match her brow color. I didn't want to go lighter and I didn't want to go darker. So again, I'm going to just see where she is starting. Perfect. When we go on the outside of the nose, I'm going to link the video here. If you are struggling with your brows, I have a great video so you can go and check that out. Ball of the nose, we see where she's going to be arching, and the ends, we could see, end of the eye, perfect. So it's just a tiny bit sparse there. So we're going to just fill them in, and I like to just do beautiful, almost like you're creating hair strokes. So I'm not going to do a heavy brow. I just want to give her a little bit more shape. I want it to look really just nice, but not heavy. So I want to show you what I did here because Rebecca has a little bit more of a higher arch, and so in order to get this brow to look a little bit lower, I just fill in, I'm almost giving like a little shading right underneath the hair. I'm not going too low. I'm not trying to create something that's really not there. I just want to give her that shadowing so the brow lays a little bit further down and it's not so rounded. So I'm just giving a little bit more base right here, right underneath those little hairs. You can see just going in and following the hair the same way it grows. So you can see here, what I have here is that it almost kind of, you have a lot of nice hair here and then it jumps up. Right? And so it's almost like it's on a different level. So what I'll do is I'm just going to follow this last hair and give it a little bit more of that angle coming down. Do you see what I'm saying? Where I'm doing the hairs, I find the last hair here where it makes that jump up. I want to keep it going on that same level. So I'm giving the brow a little bit more of that anchor. So I'm not following it up and really defining that more of that rounding. I'm bringing it down so it goes a little bit more on a regular natural brow kind of flow. So I want this to flow nicely, and that's all I'm doing is I'm just giving a little bit more dimension there, and then I'm tapering it out at the end. So I have a nice, if I feel like I have anything that's too dark, I can just go back with the spoolie and it will just diffuse the brow pencil. Again, Rebecca has darker eyebrows and she has silver hair. I think that's absolutely beautiful, and that's naturally how her brows are. Lightening her brows or making them silver is not the way to go. So again, naturally they are dark and it looks a beautiful contrast. Without them, she wouldn't have any contrast with having white hair. So it defines her look. So she's naturally going with what happens with her brows, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm just defining them. I am just making them a little bit more of a shape for her, and I think that they look very pretty and very natural and beautiful. I'm going to take a brow fix in Cocoa. It's not going to make her brows darker. This is just a really nice application of glossing the brows, adding a little bit of dimension. And also, if she happens to see a gray hair pop out of her brow, she doesn't have to pluck it. She can easily go over with the brow fix, and that's going to just cover them nicely. We want every single brow hair we can have. We are going to go right into our Ardell 420s, my favorite lashes, to create a beautiful natural look with Eye Duo in dark. So I like to have the darker glue. It's the only glue you should be using on your eyes is the Eye Duo, available at the drugstore, very inexpensive. And I just put a little bit on the ends of the lashes, and then I just apply them to the lash. It's really, I just go to the base of the lash and I apply them, and then they dry and they look beautiful. They look pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, as long as you're okay.
Yeah, just like you said, I have to get used to them.
Yeah, it's just a little extra. The lashes are on. They look absolutely gorgeous and very natural. That's why I love putting them on. So we're gonna go right into the BB cream, and I'm gonna mix a little. I'm gonna show you what fair looks like on her skin because she is quite light, and I'm gonna show you what light looks like. So we're gonna just do 2 swatches. So this will give you a reference point with Rebecca's skin. That we're gonna do first the light. So this is going to be the light on her skin. And then we're going to do this is the fair, and then this is the light. So you can see the 2 different colors. So one's gonna be warm, one's gonna be more cool. So when you see this, it could be a little light on her skin, and this could be a little bit more warm. So I like to mix the 2 together. So I have a really nice, beautiful coverage. She has a little bit of pinky in her skin. So these 2 are going to look really pretty together. I'm going in with my Fiercely Smooth. This is a great face primer. It's going to be a nice matte coverage on the skin, but this is going to have the BB cream just flawlessly go on. It like blurs the skin. I've tinted and I have clear. I'm going to be using the clear today on Rebecca. And I'm going to just concentrate on the T-zone. So bringing it out a little on the cheeks here. You can wear this alone also. So say you're not really into having a foundation or a BB cream and you want your skin to look really blurred and beautiful. I do this sometimes on the weekends where I just love how my skin looks. It's just kind of like you've glossed over the skin, nice matte finish, but you don't see large pores. You don't see your skin looking so just kind of dull. It really looks beautiful. Now I'm going to be taking my foundation buffing brush. I'm going to go into the BB cream. I'm going to mix the 2, the fair and the light, together. And then now I'm going to work this on the skin. I like to work it around so I'm not really putting on too much in one area, and then I go back and I'll buff it in. So the idea here is to see the skin through. I'm not trying to cover up her skin. I definitely saw a lot of more pinky skin and I wanted to neutralize that. So that's what I did with my combo of the BB cream. Again, this is like a tinted moisturizer meets foundation. So it's going to give you more coverage. It is buildable if you want to go a little bit heavier. But I really wanted to just kind of even out the skin tone, make it look really beautiful, and also see the skin through. So I didn't see the need really to do a lot of concealer or just to put a lot of makeup on Rebecca's skin. So I'm going to go in with my eye brightener. This is a touch-up pen. It's going to brighten up the eye area. Sometimes you do have to click it up when it's brand new a little bit more. It's right there at the tip. So I'm going to just take this pen and I'm going to, you can see that it is a beautiful peachy color, nice and creamy, light. So I'm going to take this and taper it down. So this is going to lighten up this area here, but I'm not working with a lot of darkness. I'm not working with a lot of purples or blues. I just want it to really look beautiful, and I want her to not feel like she has a ton of makeup on. You know, that is really, less is more as we age, and if I can really get away with putting on the eye brightener and just tapering it down and really neutralizing this area for her, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just take my concealer brush and I'm going to work this into the eye area. So this eye brightener is going to worked in, tapered down so there's no demarcation, really nice and light. We'll go back over and just do a light dusting of Nikita Banana, which is going to just set everything we did. This is a really important area to get when you are correcting, is right up into this little area here. So it's very easy with the touch-up pen, which is the eye brightener, because the little applicator just fits right nicely up in there. That's where you'll see the blues. That's where I really want to color correct. So it's really nice to be able to add that and then work it in. So you have everything is very color corrected and looking beautiful. We're going in with Nikita Banana. This is going to set our BB cream and also our little eye brightener. This is a color correcting powder, very light, triple milled. So this is going to go on really just beautiful. So you can just see it's going to set. I usually just do this nice T-zone area here. You can do the whole face if you want to. I just really like getting underneath the eyes and going here. Take off any of the shine, set the eye area, which is always so important, and it just really looks pretty. I'm gonna go in with my Private Island. That is the blush palette that I have here. I thought it would be really nice just to warm up the skin a little bit, not too much, not too bright. So I'm going to literally use, the last color is going to be more of my bronzer. So I use that first, and I use the blush brush. Here it's angled. I'll load up a little bit of this bronzing color, and then I'm going to look at the top of the ear. I'm going to go straight down. So this is where I'm going to put that contour. This is where I want to be. So that's going to be your guide. If you don't know where to put bronzer or contour your cheek, just take your blush brush, go from the tip of the ear down. So you can see this is the line that you want. So once you have it there, you can take off any residual product that's on your brush and then work it in so it doesn't look like a stripe. You want to really blend this in, but you want that beautiful contour. You want to see that structure. Now another thing that you can do is you can just go to the top of the forehead where the sun would hit you, come around where we just showed from the tip of the ear, and then go to the jawline. So it is a backwards 3. So it's very easy to do. It's very natural. So you're going to get a nice application when you do that. So it all ties in together. Sometimes also, ladies, if you feel like you have too much when you first put on your bronzer or it just didn't go on right, you can go back with your foundation buffing brush. There's a little residual product still on the brush, and you can just clean up. You can just say, oh, you know what, that came down a little too far, or it was a little too much. Let me kind of neutralize out and start over. There's nothing wrong with that. This is all about creating what you want to create on your face and making it look beautiful and natural. I'm going to just mix the two colors here for the blush, very light. They're a nice dusty rose color, and I'm going to just have you smile. So we're going to go on the cheekbone and just lift up. So I'd like to do a nice dusting first to see how much color I want deposited on the cheeks. But again, we want to be lifting up the face. So I'm going a little bit on the top of the apple of the cheek and moving up back towards the ear. On to my favorite part is the lips. We're going to go in with a little combo, which is going to be our Glacier Pink. This is going to be our Kohl Lip Pencil. Then I'm going to go in with a beautiful Franny. This is a really nice petal pink. And then I'm going to top it off with our Sheer Rose. This is a really beautiful combination. If you want that fresh lip, you want that, this is like your signature lip where it's just pretty, it looks natural, it goes with everything. And we're going to do that for Rebecca today. And then we're going to just top off with the Sheer Rose. This is one of my favorites. This like looks gorgeous by itself or over a lipstick. Like actually I can. This is Franny that I'm putting it over. You can put it over front page. You can put it over, gosh, anything that really just needs a little extra freshness. So there you have a very fresh look with having that pink lip, very, very natural. Fresh Beauty is really just a wash of color, as you can see on Rebecca's face. It just really looks pulled together, natural every day. Like this could be her signature look, minus the lashes, obviously. We don't have to do lashes, but since this is always a special event, I always do lashes on my ladies. And I'm gonna show you what you look like now. Look here.
Totally natural. This is an everyday look. And this is, you know, you work with a lot of clients and with the mask on, you want something that's, you know, they can remember you. So this is perfect. I dreamed of this.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is something that I follow you and I look at everybody, even your Fierce Aging, all the women that go through that. So it does, it's really nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very nice.
So how do you feel with having makeup on? Like, do you, as a woman that's aging, do you feel that makeup's an asset? Do you, what is your relationship with makeup?
No, I think it's an asset because you do need to feel good with what you have on, not packed on or, you know, overly done. You do need to have something on. I always tell my daughters that. They like to go with the clean, fresh, and I go, nah. Put something on, put a powder, put anything on, put lipstick on, but you have to have something on your face that'll let your personality come out. You know, you look good. You look good with the customers and everything. They look at everything, believe me. But it's nice for you first. It's you first. Like I tell my husband, I have to feel good. Me first, and then you. So without makeup, I don't go out. You know, not even it can be a simple powder or anything, but I won't go out without something on my face. Even when I'm at the house, even when you're sick, go, no, that's not me. Let me get something on my face and I'll feel better. But you definitely need to cover. You know, you're aging, but not caked on, but not something natural. Yeah, I like that. I like that concept.
So how do you feel with this makeup look on today?
Actually, I was looking forward when I saw you the other day and that. I like what you're doing with older women. I like what you're presenting to older women. And I like the way I feel when I do something like you did or whatever, try. But it helps. It gives you more confidence in yourself. It does. You know, you have to look, especially with white hair, you have to have something pop out because you can't be blah, not with white hair. So it's important to blush and it's important to eye makeup. Nothing, you know, overly done, but something has to be.
Well,
yeah.
Good. I'm so happy that you were here today to celebrate your age and celebrate beauty.
Thank you.
Ladies, this is just to hear, not just for me. This is not just me saying this. I always have the ladies tell you how they feel and tell you their little tips on how makeup makes them feel aging and their confidence level. And I love bringing these videos to you. So until my next video, I'll see you later.